Welcome to the Wicked Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make this amazing veg board and cook each vegetable individually so they have their own flavors, and then we'll present it beautifully like this. Alright, so I'm a huge fan of doing these veg board things that I've been doing. So what we're going to do is just cook a bunch of veg actually. So let's get started. We're just gonna cook veg. Whatever I have in the fridge, and this is what I had today. We got a little bit of broccoli. I got some courgette or zucchini, some baby onions, these really cool little onions, some green beans, and then also some king oysters, which I'm a huge fan of, so we'll use some of those. What we're gonna do is break down each one individually. I've been getting a lot of questions about, how do you do these veg boards where we show on Instagram all these different boards of vegetables. So they're great as center plate, amazing at parties and super easy to serve when people are coming over. So let's just get started. We're gonna start with the broccoli. All right, so broccoli is one that we don't have to do too much of. It's just a matter of breaking it down, a little bit of oil, some seasonings, and we put that right on the pan, because what you want to do is think about when you're roasting it off. If you're going to roast it off for 15 minutes before you serve the whole thing, I want to cook everything up to that point. I still want that crunch, and I want it to be cooked. I don't like mushy broccoli, so this is how I'll show you how to do it. So we're just going to cut down and break off all the stems. Just about that size. Bite size for the most part. So just quickly breaking it down into florets. You can also buy the ones that are already cut. Those are nice. Just make sure they're cut down the size that you want them to be. For the stems, I just like to make sure you trim the bottom off and then just trim the skin off the sides. Definitely don't throw this part away, and then just slice it into small discs. Toss those in. Just a little bit of olive oil here, we'll toss it around and coat them. I would like to use the mango masala, so we have this amazing mango masala it's so delicious. A little bit of turmeric, some mango in there. I'm just gonna add about a good tablespoon and a half. And that smells really good already. Now I'm gonna want to add just a touch of sesame oil, because it'll go really nice with this masala flavor. Just a touch. And then I'll just put it onto the board. Next, we're gonna do these onions. And for these, I am gonna light the cast iron pan and bring that up to high heat. I took the liberty of peeling a couple of them already, but I do want to show you. So there's a little bit of technique to this, because you want the onion to stay together. I don't like it when the onion layers just fly off all over the place. So to keep it together, see there's the butt end and the tail and the tip. So the tail, where the little scraggly parts are, I just take off enough of it. Like that, just a very little bit, so it's still stuck and staying and holding together. And then the other side, cut a little bit more, make a quick incision, and then peel away the skin. Trying to leave as much of the onion on it as possible. This is probably the most time consuming, but if you do it right, the result is really good. See that? It's nice, crisp, clean onion. Just gonna cut it in half. And you'll see it stays together because it's still held on by the stem. So just a little trick I was taught a long time ago to keep it together. So whenever you're doing a barbecue, roasting onions, and you want them to stay together and have like an onion as the actual veg, this is the way to do it. But if it falls apart, it's because I didn't do it right. Just add a little bit of oil. Not too much. just straight down on the pan. While those onions are roasting, I'm gonna prep up the zucchini, courgette, and do that by just trimming a little bit of the bottom off, and then I'm gonna cut these into scallops, so about the width of my finger length like this. Toss them in, just a drip of the olive oil. Oop. Not too much, just to coat it. All right, for the scallops, let's go for the spicy barbecue seasoning. Add a little bit, maybe a teaspoon. We'll check on these onions. Yeah, see, that's looking beautiful. Just some nice color on here. Great, right, so that's awesome, just like that. I'm just gonna take this pan, quick brush, a little bit of oil, butter, make sure I have going. And then I'm gonna place these down, face down. So you'll see what we're gonna do in 1 second. We'll add a little bit of red wine, and I'm just gonna add just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. And we're gonna pop these in the oven and roast while we're prepping up the rest. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to the hot cast iron pan. Just a little bit. And this is already hot from cooking the onions. So we're just gonna add these right on, and we wanna get a nice sear roast. So while the courgette's cooking, we're gonna prep the mushrooms. And what I'll do is just cut these right in half, the king oysters, so they're half cut. Half cut. Half cut. So if you're not aware, we are selling these in Tesco now in packs of 3. So this is 1 pack. And I'm gonna score it. So you just cut it in half like this, and then score it by just a little thin line, crisscross through each one. So scoring it will help it'll look amazing. It helps the flavors penetrate into the mushroom, and it also helps it from buckling up, because sometimes the mushroom will tend to buckle. Let's check on these. These are good, so I'm just gonna flip. So while that is cooking, all I did here was melt a little bit of plant-based butter and added a little bit of oil. So I'm just gonna brush each one. I'm doing this because I wanna add salt and pepper and I want it to stick to it. And you don't have to do it, but this is what I like to do. A little bit of pepper. Really just don't be scared of the seasoning. The salt, I have a kosher salt here, so it might not stick so well. We'll add a little bit of the salt. This will also help draw out the liquid from the mushroom when we're cooking it. I put them on here while it's hot, just like this, and then we can arrange them afterwards when they cool down. So you can make some nice displays, make it look pretty. Now I don't mind having that barbecue flavor on here, that's good. The pan is really hot. So I'm gonna add them just a touch more oil to this, just to make sure. Just a little bit more. Swirl that around. Okay. I'm gonna add the mushrooms. Oops. I'm pressing the mushrooms here. This will hold it and it'll help them cook really flat. Remove the pan, flip off the side. Look at that, nice and brown. Just gonna flip them over here. So this is a good example of, and I've talked about it before, the heat is on the outside and the middle is the cold spot. So you can see that the outer mushrooms cooked more and the one in the middle not seared as much. So I'm gonna press it one more time just to flatten them out. You don't have to press them at all. It's just a nice added thing to help them stay flat. I'm gonna pop these in the oven 5 minutes. So about midway through the onions roasting, I'm just gonna flip them over like this and then finish them off for a couple minutes before we pull them out. All right, so we're gonna pull a couple things out of the oven. Mushrooms have been roasted about 5 minutes. Onions are gorgeous. So all I did was turn them over. I'm gonna let these sit. It's a little bit of the wine you can see is caramelized beautifully on top. So I haven't seasoned these. I am gonna add a little bit of salt now. Just a pinch of black pepper. So mushrooms, I feel like being a little bit adventurous today. So we're gonna add some of the wicked sticky teriyaki sauce. It's kind of like a cross between a teriyaki and a hoisin. The flavors remind me. So we're gonna do a little bit of the hoisin mushrooms and add that to the plate. Just add them each to the bowl. Yum. So I'm just gonna give it a quick stir. Make sure all the mushrooms are coated. I'm gonna do a quick wipe out. So get the pan going back on a medium-high heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to the pan. So we're gonna cook off green beans, so just a little bit of oil. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of sesame oil to this one. Just a drop for the flavor. So if you want the beans to cook a little bit faster, I just add just a touch of water and it'll help steam roast them in the pan right now. So you see that? I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. What we're looking for is just to really give them a little bit of bite, cook them a little bit, have that color really pop nicely, because we are gonna finish them off in the oven, so I just wanna get them partially done. But that's looking good. Once they start looking really bright, vibrant green, that's the time to pull them off. So I'm just gonna move this over here off the heat. Now we added sesame oil, so for a little bit more color, add a little bit of black and white sesame seeds to the green beans. Next up, we're gonna add the onions. So these are already pretty much cooled down and they look great. I mean, this is a great side dish just on its own. So guys, this is where you can be creative and really just dress it however you like, whatever you think is gonna look good. All these beautiful colors, and especially the green pops, you know, the more vegetables look enticing, the more people are gonna eat them. So that looks good. So we have a little bit of space here for the mushrooms. Just layer them like this. And a little bit of the extra sauce just right on. Gorgeous. I'm gonna pop these in the oven and then we'll serve them up in about 15 minutes. Perfect. All right, so you guys, this is what it looks like. The only thing I'm gonna add here for a photo is a pop of color, so a little bit of the red chilies. And that is it, you guys. So I would serve this just as it is, whether it's in a buffet, on a buffet style thing, or right on the dinner table. Enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, you guys ready? Hey guys, welcome to the Wet Cake Kitchen. Touch my shit again, Hacks. I will kill you. This is for you, Hacks.